We're here with owner and founder of XII Electric, Matt Martinez, who's the streaming sponsor for this year's Dawg Bowl. Matt, first of all, thank you for your ongoing support, and particularly your streaming sponsorship that helps everybody enjoy the Dawg Bowl that couldn't be at the Dawg Bowl, and guys like ourselves watch the Dawg Bowl and make fun of our teammates. So, what was your initial connection to Dawg Nation?
So initial connection was a kidney donation that I gave to Dave Repsher. He Flight for Life nurse that went down back in 2017, right?
Yeah, and so from that moment on, I know that you and Dave have been really connected, you, Dave, and Amanda, and Dawg Nation. Tell us about that relationship.
So since then, I've actually was nominated and was a recipient for a golf tournament. You guys helped out gratefully where I couldn't go to work for a few months because of multiple knee surgeries. So that helped out, and then now I'm just trying to help give back.
That's amazing. So really, you've had the full journey from being an organ donor to then being a recipient of Dawg Nation when you needed help, to now helping Dawg Nation from event after event, as XII is one of our big sponsors. So thank you. It's been a pleasure having you part of our journey.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys. And everyone watching, streaming at home, enjoy the show. Gonna be some good hockey.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It's Dog Bowl 12 here from the XII Arena in Littleton, Colorado.
Off to a hot start, buddy.
We're ripping. Vlad and Chase alongside Jack Engdahl. Pleasure to have you with us here in the debut of Dawg Nation St. Louis edition. They've got some beautiful sweaters out there, and I've heard that they are reversible, so not bad, not bad.
I absolutely love the cream on the blue. This is a fantastic jersey. I think this is my favorite jersey so far. I did love the Colorado Warriors kind of maroon gray vibes, but this knocks those out of the water. These are obviously St. Louis Blues in honor of those jerseys, but I think they do it just a little bit better here at Dawg Nation.
Naturally. They're playing the Moose, who come in kind of rocking almost a Calgary-esque feel, but then when you look at the logo, it gets a little bit more away from the realm of the Flames. But yeah, absolutely love it. Excited to have you along for the ride. And I know we were just talking with Greg a little bit, getting some history here, but there's a few people that we should probably give, some shout outs to.
Absolutely. We have Josh Schneider on defense, legally blind. And although he says he's blind, we at Dawg Nation Colorado are not convinced. He certainly knows his way around the rink, and he plays with an absolutely gutsy performance every time he's on the ice, and we're happy to have him. We have Jared, I apologize for anyone in the Schmierbach family that if we, in the heat of the game, pronounce that incorrectly, but he is your Marty to our Marty, and we are so happy to have him. Coach John Orlt up in the stands with us, making his coaching debut, not on the bench, but certainly all weekend as we get our first test there of goaltender Casey. That's a mouthful. Casey, you're doing a great job, Casey, making the first save of the night. And we thank Coach John Orlt as he.
Kichelinski.
Wow, that was impressive.
That's what I'm going with.
All right, Kichelinski family, if you're out there listening, please give us a shout at 1-800. This is not my real number. You can just type those letters right into the phone, and I will answer, and you can let us know how to pronounce.
Or you can also text Johnny O, because he is
sitting
right down the way from us.
30 feet to our left.
And he can let us know that we have either butchered or somewhat come close.
Sporting a fantastic teal shirt, almost matching his team. He looks fantastic up here in the stands with us.
I think that they sent the memo out.
I think if we do have a guest mic up here, I would love to get him on maybe in the middle of the second period, get a little action from him.
We'll see. We'll have to have our people contact his people.
Absolutely. I'm sure he's a busy man, and I'm sure he has an agent of some sort.
So it is the Dawg Nation St. Louis edition, of course, newly minted within the last year. They put on the Johnny O 3-on-3 tournament. It was an absolute success. Really excited to see them out here representing now as well. And of course, everyone at Dawg Nation, the Colorado home base, so to speak.
Great shot there from Tim Faulkner, coming in late, being the fourth man in as a defenseman. I love seeing that out of teams nowadays, getting their defenseman involved. Faulkner doing a great job getting involved in the play and almost gets the first one of the evening for us. As we have the St. Louis Dawg Nation team breaking out here, a little bit of a 3-on-2 developing for Sala. Sala takes a shot just wide, and it rolls around the bathtub as we bring back a regroup here. And the Moose almost getting a little bit of a break there. And we have a trip. First penalty of the game.
Wow.
Will be called on the Moose. So St. Louis Dawg Nation having an opportunity to showcase their power play. Game 2 here in the Dawg Bowl. And we get a touch up by the Moose. Trip, as I predicted. I'm pretty good at this, as you can tell. Come on, man. Trying to keep it PG here on the
really
podcast
excited about. We're not on a podcast.
Live stream. Yet.
Want to thank,
why don't we give that a second plug here, as my man Vlad has a podcast. Vlad, what is your podcast?
It's called Never Far From Home.
And it speaks to the community of the rink, if I'm correct.
My mission statement is to highlight the community of the rink through storytelling.
And that is what we are doing here this weekend at Dawg Bowl 12. And Dawg Nation St. Louis doing a fantastic job of emphasizing that and exemplifying that, as they just recently, this past year, are in their inaugural year of having a Dawg Nation branch, doing a fantastic job of spreading that hockey is for everyone.
I've
sharing.
overheard a few of their things, and yeah, we're going to be pumping the tires of the St. Louis team because it has been such a resounding success. But chatting with them, I actually kind of invited myself into their table at breakfast yesterday.
Yeah,
and I just literally happened into them. I'm like, oh, can I sit with you boys?
Hey, how's it going? I'm going to sit here. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. That's great. There's an extra seat. Has my name on
Fantastic
it.
goal
Holy
by
goal.
number 36, the captain, Jared Schmierbach. Banging home a rebound, keeping control of that puck, and not allowing the goalie to make the poke, doing a nice toe drag there. And if we watch the replay here from behind the net, you'll see a great backhand pass there, and then a nice little toe drag from Schmierbach as he slides it in on the ice. And we have our first goal of the afternoon, 1-0 St. Louis.
Thankfully, there's no birds flying around here. He probably would have been scared off and likely wouldn't even be playing because he is not a fan of birds. But
Doesn't like
Schmierbach,
birds. You know what? I'm in the birds are not real train. I have to be honest with you, and
they're
I don't
dinosaurs.
know. I don't know if this is the place to plug that, but
I don't think it is. So we got.
I'm just kidding. Birds are real. Although Schmierbach is very afraid of them.
That was a joke, guys. I believe
I am
birds.
not a crazy person that you know of.
I do know.
And we have some more sustained pressure here from St. Louis as the Tarasenko asks Faulkner, the second Faulkner I've called today. This one, Nick. Not as good as his brother Tim, but he's doing his best out there.
We're having a blast as well calling these ones. St. Louis really on the early goings of this has shown off some extended zone time. We're just about 5 minutes into this game, their debut here at Dawg Bowl 12. 1-0 the score as the goal came from Jared Schmierbach. Do want to give a big shout out to Triumph Electric. They are the streaming sponsor here throughout the weekend. But that sponsorship would all be for naught if not for our big friends at Shaw Hockey Production, who are obviously loaning talent, volunteers, the whole likeness to put on a really great production overall.
Absolutely. Thank you to Shaw Productions and all of our sponsors here this weekend. But what an interesting play there by goaltender Casey Kichelinski. Coming out, playing the puck at the hash mark, getting a regroup, settling the group down. And I have to say, you know, these two teams, the St. Louis and the Moose, are playing in the Copper B division, which is our second lowest division here at Dawg Bowl. But this St. Louis team is playing at, I would almost say, a Bronze A, Bronze B, maybe even a Silver level. They're really moving the puck well to start this game, getting everybody involved. And I'm not sure what this whistle here was, but I see like there's a little bit of disagreement between Ford and the referee team. Looks like he might be getting a penalty. Taking a little nice stroll off the ice. We'll see where he ends up. Back to the bench. Maybe a high stick, maybe a hand pass, maybe an out of play.
I think we got a hand pass. That one's brought just outside into the neutral zone. So my best assumption, just with my
Hockey
general knowledge of the officiating, is that would be a hand pass.
For those of you watching new to hockey, just a little rule explanation for you. You may use your hand. You may not close your hand over the puck at any point during the game unless you are the goaltender. However, you may use your hand to move the puck as long as it is an open palm in your defensive zone to another player on your team. If you are in the neutral zone or your offensive zone, you may use your hand and play it to yourself. But should that puck get played first by a teammate, it is a hand pass and a face-off. One zone away, or one zone towards your net. As we have a goal by Stefan Bell, originally from St. Louis, but currently residing in Colorado. He is a self-proclaimed urban cowboy, as we see him send home one, I believe, right past the glove. Yep, of goaltender Kelly McDonald.
Yeah, great job there. And I think, you know, from what we've been seeing here in these couple games that we've announced today, there's a lot of open spots that are
Oh, what a hit!
Holy Toledo.
By Sean Smith, all the way from Buffalo, New York. Shout out New York. Just laying the wood, setting the tone, not allowing any easy access to that slot area.
Of course, if you're curious, Sean Smith, not good friends at all with Schmierbach because Smith loves bird watching. And Schmierbach doesn't like birds.
they don't get along off the ice. They seem to work well together on the ice, but their hobbies off the ice certainly do not coincide.
We've got an opportunity here. Shot goes off the outside of the iron. it won't actually count as a shot on goal. McDonald watched it go just wide. 6:44 left here, 2-0 lead for Dog Nation St. Louis on top of the Moose. And, you know, I've got to give respect to Kichelinski. I think that he is more than ready to play that puck. Maybe has a little bit of forward in him.
Yeah, he does. I think that maybe in a past life, maybe growing up, he might have played a little bit of forward, made the switch back to goalie because the team needed him, and must have just found a knack for it, enjoyed it. But he certainly a very forward-playing, very Fleury-esque player, as he loves to play the puck, get involved, and maybe he is the one to give us our first goalie goal this weekend. I'm still waiting, Vlad. I really want it. I want it more, I think, than the goalies want it.
I absolutely love that, man. Tim Faulkner has been buzzing around here. Of course, he's the older brother of Nick Faulkner, and supposedly he's really good at hockey. Here's Faulkner, backdoor pass.
Yeah, aren't we all good at hockey, though, you know?
Not me. If you recall, I said I'd be one of the bottom players on those teams.
Hey, but if you're in the Platinum Division, you're in the Platinum Division.
It's all about
bottom
being
of
the
one
glue
barrel
guy.
is the top of another.
Potentially.
Yeah, if that's how physics works, I don't know. I am a
Chance here.
psychology major.
It's going to be shot just wide. Are you really?
I am, yes.
That
Well,
makes a lot of
interested in
sense.
studying sports psychology, being a sports psychologist.
Okay. So, you ever heard of Dr. Saul Miller?
I'm aware of Saul Miller, yes.
You can check out his podcast on Never Far From Home, episode 60.
Shut up. Can I really?
You sure can.
Early on in the process, too, getting him
Pretty
involved,
early
huh?
on. We're going to watch Dog Nation push forward here. That pass off of the defender's stick. Nice trailing stick there from the Moose. I will say that for all the talent that seems to be on display here for this Dog Nation St. Louis squad,
The Moose are not going away.
that's just it. They're playing really well. So
And
all
I
the
think
shout
they
out
just
to 'em.
needed to settle in there for a minute. And they seem to have found their legs. Goaltender's playing a little bit better than he did off the hop, and they're starting to take care of the puck a lot better.
And here they come, potential 3-on-2. Good back check there. That was Schlesiak.
That's a good pronunciation there, attaboy.
I don't know if that's right, but he's a police officer, so we don't mind being wrong about it every once in a while. He may or may not have arrested Damian Ford.
Which we don't,
Cannot confirm.
cannot confirm.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, of course.
4:14 left here, 2-0 score. Dog Nation St. Louis still on top.
We have our third broken stick compared to my eyes. I have seen 3 broken sticks here, and I'll tell you what, I am not thrilled if it was a slash with the broken sticks this weekend. This is a charity event, folks. We do not condone unnecessary violence or violence of any kind. However, quick plug outside is a stick sale. They are selling sticks with Dog Nation wraps. They say play hard, play fair, give back. They have the Dog Nation logo, and they are $200, and they go to a great cause. I myself bought one. I'm excited to use it as I go for a championship this weekend.
Opportunity now for Tim Faulkner to get back into his own end. He turns up ice and is away. He's got his brother Nick with him. Tries to send it that direction, gets away. Instead, it's Samir Salah who is going to send this. Is that Samir? Is that our boy?
That is Samir Salah, slamming
Salah.
Sammy Salah,
There you
whose
have
son,
it.
as
Oh!
he scores. Sammy
right out of
Salah's
town.
son, please, that you're watching from home. Let your dad know he's doing a great job. That's fantastic.
Lath. Is it Lath?
No, that's the one above us.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, maybe that's his son, Lath. Lath,
That's
you're
what
at
I was
home watching.
wondering. Yeah.
Lath Salah. I was actually just about to get on and say, hey, maybe give your dad a call, let him know to pick up his feet. Seemed like he was coasting out there. But just a phenomenal trailer, finding the open spot in the slot and burying home a rebound. Great job. And thank you for watching from St. Louis, Lath. We're happy to have you, your family, and your extended Dog Nation family here with us.
2:30 left here. Period number 1. It's a 3-0 lead for the Cream and Blue.
I don't like that. Let's not use that one again. Cream.
I
and-
tried it out.
Oh.
I was talking about their jerseys,
Yeah,
man.
I know. I didn't like it.
Holy jumping. All right.
I do like the color, but I don't know that I like the word.
That's a psychologist for you right there. Sports psychologist. Future sports psychologist. I don't like words.
Words are scary,
It's going to be taken here by Schmierbach.
especially when I have to read them.
He takes it behind his own goal. Sends one dangerously out front, but it's picked up by Nick Faulkner. Outlet to his brother Tim is not successful. Instead, the Moose come out front. Pass comes right to the slot, shot off a few bodies, stays away. I don't even think that that was technically a save from Kichlinski, though he does get across right to left to make a stop in the crease on the wraparound chance. Another one, this from the blue line. That one steered to the far corner by Kichlinski, and eventually it's up to the blue line on the far side. They'll dump it cross ice, and the Moose having some of their best time offensively that we've seen all game long, and it was all stemming from a failed breakout. But St. Louis comes right back. Wraparound chance there for Tim Faulkner, and he ends up colliding with some bodies. Pass comes out front, that one right under the stick of Damian Ford, and eventually Tim Faulkner's in on the forecheck again. So just as I was saying how good the Moose were playing there, it quickly came right back into their own end, and St. Louis again turns the tables here with a minute to go.
But I will tell you, I love the pushback by the Moose here. Towards the end of the first period, you want to get a little momentum going into that second period to keep your team in it, and I think they're doing a great job keeping pucks out of their net. Yes, they've given up 3, but they've been 3 hard goals. They've been 3 great goals by St. Louis. Nothing to put your nose up at, nothing to feel sorry for yourself if you're a Moose out there. And I like what they're doing out here, and they're going to get ready for a second period here as we wind down 30 seconds.
Shot there is a long one on frame, stopped by McDonald, and the chance came from Sean Smith.
Just a textbook routine save there for McDonald, making sure he makes the easy ones. We've seen a lot go in on the ice so far today, and I appreciate him making that save, keeping his team in it. And we seem to have lost something there from John Cavanon. Lost something from his helmet, or is something in his body.
It looked like it was the butt end of his stick that actually popped out.
All right, so nothing dangerous then. We're all right. We play hockey. The refs picked it up. And that is the first period, Vlad, as we go up 3-0 as St. Louis bests the Moose in the first period. The Moose will look to fight back here. We will be back shortly with your second period action. Thank you for listening, folks. And welcome back to second period action here on the west side, folks. This is Jack Engdahl alongside world-class play-by-play analyst Vlad Chase, doing a great job so far this game, and both teams working hard. And we're underway as the St. Louis wins the draw, but the Moose recover quick and look to regroup and attack.
I'll have you know that he's only pumping my tires because he's completely cut my legs out from under me, telling how Manny is such a better play-by-play guy than I am.
Not better. Manny is in his.
Have that be known.
Manny is a fantastic play-by-play. But me and Vlad had a little bit better going on here. I think we're doing a fantastic job.
We got some chemistry.
We do, and I'm looking forward to the remaining 4 games that we have this evening. I'm hoping, I'm so excited that Cappy's going to get on Marty Richardson to work that kids sled game with you, but I hope that I can sit in. Oh, a great drive there.
We've got
from
3
Nick
headphones,
Faulkner.
buddy.
We do, and I'm excited to get in, watch you two work, maybe add a few comments here and there.
Absolutely. This one sent down the length of the sheet. It's going to be settled up by Kichlinski. We haven't heard anything saying that we were wrong, so we're going to continue to say Kichlinski.
My phone has stayed dry,
so
as it has
mine.
been my entire life.
It's going to be an opportunity at the other end. Shot on frame by Pete Schlesick. I don't know if that's right, but it just sounds good.
Pete, my boy Pete.
Shazlek? It's a tough name. Shot there on Kichlinski. He's going to be stopped down. Moose will take over. They'll dump it in, but the delayed offsides washed out as they all touch up simultaneously. Tim Faulkner,
there's
headman pass.
To co-founder of St. Louis Dawg Nation. And he almost rings one off the bar and off the back of the goalie, but great save there by McDonald to keep this team His team only down by 3.
Matthew Heath, I don't know what happened that didn't allow for him to get his name put on the back of his jersey, but I'm sure that as a co-founder, he has some strings that he can pull.
Some pull there that could have got it. Maybe
later.
Maybe that was by design. You know what I mean? He's said it's not about the name on the back. It's about the name on the front, and that name is Dawg Nation. Shout out Herb Brooks. Paving the way for the rest of us to have a great line.
12:43 left, and the Moose able to clear this. It goes all the way back to Ford, who's waiting his own blue line. Sends it up to Bell, far side. Bell's going to step in across the attacking blue to his forehand. Tight angle shot. Stopped by McDonald. Rebound is gathered as well. And with that, face-off will come inside the Moose end with just over 12 minutes remaining here in second period action.
And as lopsided as the score might seem, it has been a pretty even contest here with just a few more chances in favor of St. Louis and being able to capitalize on those chances. I think actually the face-offs have been quite in favor of the Moose, so they might be looking for that here in the defensive zone, trying to keep things tight, but St. Louis does win it. Ford at the point. Nice area pass to Tim Faulkner, who wheels around the net, and a shot just over the gaping net.
Holy Nick Faulkner. Can you believe it? I don't think that touched anything.
He couldn't have had a more wide open net.
That guy found his loft wedge.
That's why Tim let us know he's just not as good.
It's true.
Nick is the lesser brother, according to Tim. This is not us. This is Tim. So family at home, if you have some contests with that, please speak with his brother Tim.
Remember, 1-800
not my real
call
number.
Jack is what you should fire any messages to.
Or tweet me at the NHL. Letting me know how you feel.
Here comes Nick Faulkner into the zone, lost the possession of the puck, and eventually it's gathered back by Ford at his own blue line yet again. Ford will dump it back to Kichlinski.
Ford with absolute, maybe his 4th goalie pass to the goalie of the night. And I'm not sure if it's him being creative or a game plan that Casey Kichlinski has put in place himself, just asking to get involved, but I don't hate it.
That's my style of play. Here's Tim Faulkner now pushing at the offensive end, swing and a miss on a shot attempt. Rolled off the end of his stick. Now he toe drags around a defender, comes to the high slot, another toey, and eventually he's going to just skate around for his second loop on the day. He's going left, so he's more of a NASCAR driver than he is a Zamboni driver. Pass across the blue line finds Ford. You can ask me about that theory of mine later, all right?
I will certainly do that.
Going to be pushed into the neutral zone once more. Taking it back is Schmierbach. Pass up, finds, what a toe drag. I don't know if that was onside. They're saying it is. Backdoor play. That was Faulkner to Faulkner. Couldn't connect. As Tim Faulkner was supposedly good at hockey, but apparently doesn't like open nets.
No, and after doing my due diligence research there, I think Tim Faulkner is actually playing professional hockey right now in the Southern Professional Hockey League for the Evansville Thunderbolts. And I suppose that's why he's supposedly good at hockey. Playing 2 years at Aurora University Division III, playing a couple years of ACHA Division II hockey, and NAL veteran, USHL veteran, and we're happy to have a guy like him here this weekend.
9:30 left here in the second period of play. I'm sure St. Louis overall happy to have them on the Dawg Nation roster. Here come the Moose, though, and that shot is a high riser that's going to be fought off by Kichlinski. That was Nate Dudley with the opportunity for the Moose, wearing the fabled Shoresy number. And eventually it goes the length of the sheet and will become an icing. 9 minutes to go. As we alluded to, 3-0 score still. Dawg Nation St. Louis on top of the Moose.
And I think the Moose are doing a good job here of kind of controlling pace a little bit. You know, they're getting a little bit caught in their D zone, but they're not folding. They're not running around. They're not scrambling. They're
bending,
staying composed.
they're not breaking.
Absolutely. And a great face-off win there by Ben Whip in the offensive zone for a chance on net from Nate Dudley again.
Working in the near corner. Good battles here by the Moose. Like my counterpart Jack was saying, they have not given up too.
That's the key here this weekend is with the round robin format. There's no overtime. There's no tying. There is only tying in the preliminary games. So it's important, even if you're down, say 10-0, try and get a few goals, get your goals for stat up. That way, if there's a tiebreaker for you to get into the playoffs, you have a little bit of stats under your belt. And here comes 72.
Wow.
Brendan. Yep.
No, that was Pete Shazlick.
Oh, 22. Ah, I see.
All good. All good.
Again, my
That's why
post-university education not teaching me to read.
We are a team, my friend. Shazlick with a nice shot on goal, but it was equaled by McDonald. Now it's going to be Kichlinski.
And a great
he wants
play
to
there
send
by
one up.
Kichlinski
Wow.
to get that up to. Who is that? Salah there? Can't see the tables.
That is Salah.
How about that? Making his way. Sammy slamming Salah. Working his way on the back check as we get a 2-on-2 here from the Moose. Nothing doing. Great defensive play there.
I think there's only like certain, players out here. I don't know what the threshold is to get the breezer covers, but those really complete the look.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't hate a pair of those breezer covers.
That's what I'm telling you. Wouldn't hate a jersey either.
No.
Overall,
I
good
don't
looks.
like the St. Louis Blues. I'm sorry for you folks listening at home. Not a huge fan. I do like Mr. Tarasenko there. I think he's a good player. However, I do think their jerseys are a little bit clean. And I think that adopting that St. Louis Blues-esque third jersey here for Dawg Nation St. Louis was a fantastic idea as we get an offensive zone draw here for the Moose. And again, a face-off win in the offensive zone, looking to make something of it. Not quite. We have a chance here for a breakaway. Sent to Nick Faulkner on the break. What's he doing looking back? Oh, and he just tucks it right on the bar. That's Nick Faulkner, the lesser brother, showing his earning his stripes there, letting Tim know, hey, I'm not going away. You can do your thing, but I'm going to do my thing better. And those are some fantastic uniforms that my partner here is showing me, looking like for his event that he's running.
Yeah, buddy.
I like those.
The Mountain Screamers.
Those are fantastic. Can I get any number I want on those jerseys?
Naturally.
Okay.
If only I know.
137, please and thank you.
Nope. Not that. Chance is going to be fired up. Faulkner will have this. That's Nick Faulkner. He pushes it forward to Matthew Heath, and Heath turns and sends one out front, but it's just a slew of defenders there that get in the lane. Turning the other direction now, it's Finnegan. Lead the charge for the Moose. Shot, big score. Finnegan tucked it in. That's short side goal.
And a great job there. If we watch the replay here, two guys on him, drops his hand, leans into the defenseman right around him, and finds the short side there on Casey Kichlinski. A great job there by the Moose not to give up. As you evaded to earlier, bend, don't break, and they get on the board here to make it 4-1 in the second period.
Kichlinski probably kicking himself a little bit on that one. The short side, right? Those tight goals are always a little bit hard if you're a goalie because you want to make sure that you're covering your angles well. 5 minutes on the clock here.
Kichlinski recently actually took a shot from Cam Jansen, who I'm sure most of you at home know, and actually had Jansen sign the bruise. Matt Heath misspelled his own name on his jersey as well, so I think Kichlinski might be, I'm not sure why that's in his thing, but I see. Matt Heath was in charge of getting those jerseys. That's why he didn't have his own name on the back, but misspelled Kichlinski's name, and that might be why we have a tough time pronouncing.
What a beauty. Gotta love those hockey players.
Oh, yeah. We are fun. We are fantastic looking. We are smart, but we are not the smartest. What we lack in intelligence, we make up for in brains.
I will tell you what. We're not the sharpest crayon in the box, but
No,
we're in
but
the box.
we are certainly in that box.
Here we are. Tim.
I don't know that it's
Faulkner.
a Crayola box, though. Might be an off-brand box.
I can't tell him on the inside.
Yep.
3:54
It's really dark
left.
in here. Someone please
Please
let us
help.
out.
Please help.
This is not a cry for help.
My food is
Wink, wink.
waiting for me. Please help. It's going to be taken by Nick Faulkner now. And he is able to get a little give and go play. Good work to his forehand. Then the tuck attempt is going to go just wide. Nice job from McDonald, pushing out a little bit to force him away from, making a nice little move around him defensively. Delayed offsides here as that one did end up clearing the blue
Great
line.
vision there from the ref to see that from this far.
I can barely see anything. I'm an official. It's 3:18 left, and Heath was looking to go up ice on that. Now he goes back door, and the pass came right through the crease, but unsuccessful in the attempt from Stephen Bell on that backdoor play.
Yeah, shout out to our refs this weekend, though. Dog Bowl 12, all of our refs are 100% volunteers, and it would not be possible without them. And a screaming shot hits the guys in the score box.
Ouch.
That, hope he's all right. Seems to be smiling, as they all have been this weekend. But as I was saying, thank you to our refs. We could not do it without you. The games would be much harder to play, and there'd be a little bit of melee going on. So thank you. And as much as the hard times we give you, we appreciate what you do.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, can confirm Jack Engdahl reffed the game last night. First game he'd reffed in 4 years.
That's debatable. Ref the game is debatable. Wore the stripes.
Jack Engdahl
skated around, dropped a few
wore
pucks.
A big parachute sweatshirt.
Best
that
looking
had
guy on the ice,
stripes on.
Best looking guy on
course.
any ice surface I've ever touched. Best looking guy out there.
Only with the free skates when he's alone. 2:06 left, second period of play. 4-1 goal differential here.
And that'll be a hand
That
pass,
should be
folks,
a
if
hand
touched
pass.
by the Moose. And he was unaware.
That's a bummer.
That's tough. All the way. Yep.
He was very excited about that.
He was. He was cruising, too. Who was that?
Brendan
that
Dickmeyer.
was Brendan Dickmeyer. Putting in the work for his team. Just maybe not quite sure how the rules of hockey work yet. That's okay. Hockey is for everyone, whether you are old to hockey or new to hockey. We're happy to have you.
100%. It's going to be a face-off that is eventually pushed forward by the Moose. We have just 88 seconds left here in the second period of play. 4-1 lead for St. Louis, like you said. Chance on frame is stopped down there by Kichelinski, and Kichelinski makes another good effort on the second play. That rebound came right out to a Moose player. It was a tight angle, but it was a save nonetheless. Now in his own zone, Greg Bronson.
The mantra of the weekend, Vlad, has been no shot's a bad shot, so I don't hate it. Maybe in a little bit more of a competitive league up in the pros, that shot's not a great chance, and a bit of a turnover there goes the other way as we have a developing, potentially 2-on-2 here. Picked up, shot just over the net.
I'll tell you what, Dickmeyer's looking like he's bringing the heat here in this last couple minutes of play. He was the one that did, unfortunately, touch it on the hand pass.
What a little touch there by Pete. Was Wozlik. Maybe that's it. Wozlik?
No, I think it's Schalzek.
Schalzek,
Wait,
okay.
No. Schalek.
Cutesy little dish there to himself. Almost worked out for him. The police officer showing his hands. Yeah, you're doing great over there. Keep it up. A little 2-on-1 developing here. Faulkner to Faulkner. To Faulkner and goal. The Faulkners showing their stars. And a fantastic little give and go there. Not much you can do there as a defenseman or a goalie when you got the Faulkners coming at you. He makes a play on the puck and just a backdoor dish. A fantastic offensive play there. And you just tip your hat to McDonald there and say, hey, buddy, sorry about the odd man rush. And that'll do it here in the second period. The Dog Nation St. Louis taking a 5-1 lead at the last seconds of the second period there, and we will be back with your third period action. And we are back for third period action here on the west side between the Dog Nation St. Louis and the Moose. And we are actually joined by head coach of the Dog Nation St. Louis, Johnny O. Johnny making his coaching debut this year and co-founder of Dog Nation St. Louis. Johnny, tell us a little bit. How's that been so far? You enjoying yourself here?
Oh man, it's been a blast out here. The way the whole rink's set up and the way the boys have worked their butts off to get everything done, and it's really a great turnout, and I'm really impressed. And
Absolutely.
we're super happy to be here.
Absolutely. Your boys are doing a great job, as Tim Faulkner there scoring his second goal of the game.
He's a little bit of a sandbagger.
Yeah, I think that might have been a little bit of a cheap one to put in Copper B.
Might be a ringer.
We looked up his EP. For those of you at home that don't know what EP is, Elite Prospects is a database for hockey players, and he is playing professionally right now, played college hockey, played Tier 1 hockey, played Tier 2 hockey. He is doing a phenomenal job out here for Dog Nation.
Yeah,
and
he's okay.
You got to love
Yeah.
the support here.
I played with Timmy since I was about 7 years old.
Yeah, there you
and,
go.
He's always been a hell of a player, and then once he get that growth spurt,
he's got a few
now
inches
elite.
on me, I think.
So.
Yeah. Well, Johnny, you did a great job assembling a team here, but you yourself were a player. Tell us a little bit about that. Where'd you play?
Yeah, so I started out in this place called Fairview, Illinois, playing for the Southern Illinois Ice Hawks, and started when I was about 6 as a mini mite, and then went all the way through the ranks up to Bantams. Played till I was about 18 for the Ice Hawks. Also played for my local high school called Belleville West Hockey, and played after high school. Even played in a bunch of beer leagues, and
Absolutely.
always been playing since.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about hockey, Johnny, is that it's a family. No matter what level you're playing, you're having fun, and everybody's happy to be there. We thank you for joining us here.
No, he's not done.
Vladdy's got some questions. Hold on there,
Did
Johnny.
you forget that I'm over here?
Oh, I think I'm just doing too good of a job
Holy
here towards the end.
moly.
I don't think I'm ready
Ego
to
flying
I know.
right
I'm
now.
getting a hot head. It's been a lot of games here. I'm getting better than you, Vladdy.
But
please ask
He's
your
got an
questions.
ego checkbook or something about it.
Yeah.
He's a psychologist.
I have a book
so.
in that backpack called Ego is the Enemy. Quick plug for you all people out there.
Yeah.
I think I need to finish the book.
So I got to talk about this a little bit, right? You guys start a St. Louis chapter. Obviously not the best situation that led to an event. Talk about what happened with you personally, because it's a pretty cool story of how you and Dog Nation linked up. And then, of course, I wanted to ask a couple questions about how, following up after the story, how St. Louis chapter has evolved, because I've heard it's just been a phenomenal time for you guys.
Yeah, so I was September 22nd, 2020. I was just at work like a normal day, and then got called off site right around the time I was leaving, and went to go help out one of my truck drivers. And unfortunately, wrong place, wrong time, up on top of the tanker, and somehow came in contact with a high voltage wire. It jumped to the pole I was holding, and I was electrocuted and fell about 15 feet off the top of the tanker and broke my neck and back, leaving me paralyzed. But it's crazy. I did like 2 months in St. Louis, and then I got shipped out here to Craig Hospital and spent a few months here. And while I was here, a family friend of ours lives in Colorado and played on the Dawg beer league team, and his name's Rhett Brantley. So while we were out here, my dad was like, "Hey, let's get a beer." And Rhett's like, "Man, I feel so bad about your son. I wonder if we can do something." He's like, "Well, what can we do?" He's like, "I play on Dog Nation Hockey, and maybe we can get him in as a recipient." Next thing you know, I'm getting out of the hospital. Complete surprise, go to Red Rocks, and Marty and all the boys are waiting there for me. First time meeting them ever, and they're just
What a phenomenal group of guys.
yeah, such
right?
a pleasure to be around at all times, and just so encouraging, and they're just a family. Like first time I met them, and presented me a check for $13,000, and they only had a few weeks to raise it.
Your boys score another goal.
Yeah, but it looked like that one may not even count.
Yeah. All right.
That was right off the stick of the guy we can't say his name.
Yeah. That's
Schal-
okay.
We're going with Schalek. Schalek.
Our boy Pete. You got anything for us, Johnny? You've been struggling. The people at home are not happy with us.
I'll have to find that info for you guys.
That's
Perfect. So wrap it up. So you get the check presentation, but it was amazing, and I think I've followed along with Dog Nation now, being tied in with those guys for a year and a half or so, and watching your story develop has been so cool because it didn't stop at that check presentation.
Right.
There's so much more that has come from it.
Yeah, so we get back to St. Louis, and all the guys I've played hockey with, like all these guys, they just wanted to do something. And Jared Schmierbach and Matthew Heath kind of came up to the idea of having a hockey tournament for a fundraiser, and they knew we could do it. And we had the All-American Ice Arena. The owner of it was like, have the ice, you can for free. And he had an accident when he was younger and was paralyzed for a short time, so he really felt like he just wanted to give back. And his name is Sean, and basically we got all the ice donated, but we're like, how do we run a tournament? So we got in contact with Mike and Marty, and we're like, hey, we want to have a Johnny O 3-on-3 Afton Bash here. And they're like, well, all right, we'll be there. And so that way we could set up the tournament right, and have all the money go through Dawg Nation correctly with taxes and everything. And it just blew up. I mean, it was like, next thing you know, every team slot's filled. We have all these donations from companies and sponsors, and auction items were amazing. My girlfriend ran the auction and ended up getting around $16,000 out of the auction.
Wow.
And the tournament ended up raising around $55,000 over a weekend.
That's incredible.
It really is.
Hey, what?
Jinx,
Nice.
Jinx, you owe me a sub?
Oh, man, it's in the war room. So, Johnny, as you guys, look on that first spectacle that went so well, there's a lot of ambition inside of your group as well. I know I kind of just, I was laughing with Jack. I'm like, yeah, I saw the boys at breakfast and kind of just sat down with them. I was like, hey, how you doing? I'm going to sit here now.
Yeah.
But talk a little bit, because I've overheard from the rumblings in the group that there's a lot of scaling up to be done here. So talk a little bit about what you guys are thinking in terms of your next moves.
Yeah, so after we did such a great job with the first 3-on-3 tournament, it was almost like a no-brainer, and Mike and Marty were all on board with doing the St. Louis Dawg Nation chapter. So we've started, after that one, we found a recipient and raised some money for him, got him, his name is Craig Bommerschein, Chad Bommerschein, and he was in a motorcycle accident, and helped him out. And then one thing led to another. Found another recipient from Ukraine who his family was stuck in Ukraine, and right when the war happened, and he was a local kid from McKendree Iceplex, where all of us play. So we raised some money for him to get his family shipped from Ukraine to the States, and now they're safe and with their sons again. And we started coming up with the idea. All right, we're having another 3-on-3 Afton Bash, and this year, same thing. It was bigger and bigger. We raised almost $100,000, and coming up in August, we'll have a cornhole tournament in the local area in Illinois, and then following that in October, we're going to have our own Dawg Bowl.
Awesome.
So,
nice.
That's incredible.
That sounds like you're definitely doing some amazing things, and obviously when you get involved with a crew like this, you're doing it for the right reasons. And I think one of my favorite things, and you're the perfect example of it, is that these guys, they don't just give a check and then say, see you later, right? They start a relationship with these recipients, and then you can attest to how that can grow into something so special.
Absolutely.
That's one of my favorite things, too. This is my first Dawg Bowl, my first experience with Dawg Nation. And the past recipient participation, you see volunteering, giving back. It's incredible. They don't just take their gift and they walk away. They're thankful, of course, but they give back. And, it's not about me. It's about the next recipient, and that's what's so beautiful about this weekend.
Yeah, and me being a recipient, I know the feeling and just the humbleness from these guys. And I mean, they truly are my family. I can call them at any time. They'll be there for me with shoulder to cry on or whatever. And that is something that's so special to me. I'm 100% going to give it back to somebody else, and I'll be there for whoever is the next recipient if they need a mentor or anything. So it means a lot to me, and I know it'll mean a lot to somebody else.
My hat is off to you, Johnny O. You're doing incredible things here.
Thanks for joining us,
everywhere
buddy.
else. Thank you so much, Johnny O.
Thank
It's
you guys.
been a pleasure.
Nice to meet you, Jack.
You as well.
It was all right meeting me, I guess. But,
Glad.
you know, our story's only just begun. I'm hoping I can get out to some of those St. Louis events because it'd be a blast to,
Absolutely.
again, just partake, volunteer. You know, I'll do the same thing for you that I'm doing for them this weekend. Anything you need.
That would be
So-
amazing. Yeah, we have definitely have room for you. That'd be awesome.
We'll get it dialed in for sure. Johnny O, thank you so much, my friend. Hopefully we can see you over there doing a little coaching.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I saw
probably
it up
get
here.
down
I was
there.
like, well, he said head coach. Now all of a sudden we're not seeing him.
Yeah,
He's waiting for the championship Sunday.
There
That's
you
what-
go.
Yeah, he's
next
gonna
game
make
I'll
his,
be down there.
Make his
on ice.
debut. Make
Awesome.
some waves.
We love it. Johnny O, thanks so much, buddy.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
$1:39 left here in the third period of play. 8-1 score. A couple goals that were tucked home by that St. Louis squad while we were chatting. That was awesome, right? I mean, I think for this whole weekend, we sit here and talk a little bit about it. You and I are calling adult hockey right now.
Right.
It's a phenomenal thing that we're able to do. Tri-M Electric, the streaming sponsor, Shaw Hockey Production, obviously, getting the manpower to help out with this thing. But what's so incredible is the storytelling, and I think he did a great job of summing up so many of the greatest attributes of Dawg Nation. And again, I think to what you've said numerous times, shot there, stopped by Kichalewski, I think that what's so cool is it is this like pay it forward thing. You get a recipient at maybe one of your toughest times in your life, but everyone who's here volunteering or everyone who was a recipient, like they love giving back to this
Yes,
organization because they know
absolutely.
what they do.
And for those of you at home that maybe haven't, you're clearly experiencing Dawg Nation right now, and maybe you have some connection to it. But for those of you that have not face-to-face met Marty, met Mike, met the people here at the Dog Bowl, that
Met Jack Engdahl.
Right, just what an incredible
He's
guy.
single, ladies, and he's
Yeah.
a handsome fella.
So handsome. And for those of you that just
Very
haven't
humble,
had the, I'm trying to say something
I'm
nicer.
sorry. I'm sorry.
For those of you that haven't had the pleasure of firsthand witnessing how amazing these people are, that Johnny O is just a perfect example of, you don't even, it's just give back. It's, you're so grateful for everything that these guys do, and they're so humble, they're so hardworking.
Thank you for watching.
That's what it's
I'm
all
Matt
about. Is
Martinez
they
with
inspire
Tri-M
people
Electric,
to give back, and I'm
official
so happy
streaming
to be a part
sponsor
of it
of
this
Dog Bowl.
weekend, and I'm looking
Stay
forward
tuned for
to
more
seeing
great
how the whole
coverage of the
weekend
Dog
goes.
Bowl.
We're happy to
We
have
will
you
see
along for the
you
ride,
at the
Jack.
next face-off.
I can say that assuredly. Mike and Marty would say the same thing. We're happy to have you. Let's go eat some food. A big 8-1 victory there for the Dawg Nation St. Louis squad. Johnny O admitted that they have a sandbagger on the team. Tim Faulkner talking about you. But,
Still in professional league, whatever.
He's an absolute beauty. The whole squad is. The Moose, a bummer there, but they fought hard.
They didn't give
And
up. I
all
appreciated
told,
that.
We've got some Jersey Mikes waiting, so we'll be back with plenty more action. It's Dog Bowl 12 here from the Edge Ice Arena in Littleton, Colorado.